Let's go to New South Wales now and to our reporter Mark Reddie, who's at Jindabyne in the New South Wales Snowy Mountains region. Mark, good morning. Just tell us an update of what happened overnight.
Well, Joe, to put it simply, those dire predictions we heard yesterday did not eventuate. Right now, there are 149 fires burning right across New South Wales. 69 of them are uncontained. What happened last night was this southerly kicked in just as it did in Victoria, and it brought wind gusts of up to 90 kilometres an hour, putting an end to those dry northwesterly winds we saw right throughout the day. Now, as Ben was saying, that mega blaze formed, the Green Valley Fire and the Duns Road Fire. That is stretching a huge area west of Canberra near Tumut and down towards Tumbarumba, southeast of Wagga, and then through the Kosciuszko National Park, through the snowy, near the Snowy Mountains, and then right down to the Victorian border. It's a huge fire. It's burnt through 600,000 hectares. Right now there are 2,600 firefighters on the ground. At the height of yesterday's emergency, there were 3,300 firefighters on the ground. But right now, everything has calmed down. And fortunately, there were no property losses at this stage, according to the RFS. So that is some good news considering just how long this bushfire season has already been.
That is good news that there are no more property losses, given that we know that there have already been so many losses in New South Wales and also, of course, in Victoria. What about the safety of people and firefighters? Have we had any injuries reported?
Well, sadly, yesterday in the town of Adaminaby, where I was, which is southwest of Canberra and north of Cooma, there were 4 firefighters battling that blaze in the national park that was encroaching on remote farms. 4 firefighters suffered minor injuries, 2 had heat stress and 2 with minor burns. An ambulance had to make its way through some pretty remote roads to try and gain access to those fire crews. I am told that they are okay, so that is some positive news, but of course it just shows how dangerous these conditions can be. In the town of Adaminaby yesterday, most people left. It's a trout fishing town, so there's 300 people that live there, and when that blaze came dangerously close to homes on Saturday, that was really a wake-up call for most of those people. So the majority of the town left yesterday. They adhered to those evacuation orders by the RFS, but for the few people that did remain, they actually took shelter in the pub. And when I spoke to them, they said, "Oh no, the fire won't come anywhere near this town. We have full confidence in our fire crews." And that's simply what happened. So the 6 people in that pub that I spoke to, they were right. But of course, the Rural Fire Service is saying, commending the actions of everyone that did adhere to those orders and make their way to safer ground.
Mark, what will firefighters be focusing on today, and is there any reprieve in sight in New South Wales?
There sure is, Joe. Today the temperatures have really dropped. Yesterday, 40-degree temperatures in some areas. Right now, it's a very chilly 11 degrees here in Jindabyne. You could be mistaken for it being the ski season right now. Just it's that cold. Now, the winds have really died down. That southerly is still continuing through, but the winds have really eased. We also have seen some rain across the fire ground, not that much, about 1 millimetre, and the humidity has risen. It's about 84%, so that is good news for firefighters. It really will allow them to strengthen containment lines, particularly around north of Adaminaby, because although the fire pushed away from the town when the southerly kicked in, it's now pushing the fire towards the outskirts of Canberra. It's still got quite some distance, but of course that will be the main focus of firefighters today, trying to build those containment lines, creating fire breaks. We know the Army down on the south coast has been very busy trying to set up those fire breaks down there around near Eden, Bega, but also Bateman's Bay. There was also time now for many of the communities that were devastated on the south coast to try and rebuild. We know there is this reprieve particularly around the town of Mogo, west of Batemans Bay. That 70% of that town was damaged. So many homes lost. And of course, though, that will take some time for that community to recover.
All right, Mark Reddie with the latest there in Jindabyne. Thank you.